Giulia and Sarah, I'm so grateful to have you here, and it would be great if you could briefly introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you very much for inviting us. It's really lovely to be here. My name is Sarah Marshall-Pescini. I am a senior researcher at the University of Veterinary Medicine of Vienna. And my main focus has been studying the behavior of dogs and wolves.
Great to have you here, Sarah. And I'm really looking forward to hearing also more about what you and Giulia are doing. So Giulia, I think most of the people know you already, but maybe you can say a few words for those who don't.
Of course. Thank you, Annika. And thank you very much for also including our association presentation in this of Action Week at the Dog and Science. So I'm Giulia Pedretti. I'm actually a postdoc researcher at the University of Milan, investigating dog behavior and in particular cooperation. And I've been studying dog behavior and dog cognition as well as dog training since almost 10 years. And I also work as a dog trainer here in Italy.
So the two of you have founded a wonderful association with the name Wild Nose. And for those who are hearing about Wild Nose for the first time, so what is the association about and what inspired you to found Wild Nose?
So basically, as I mentioned, I'm a researcher, and Wild Nose was the answer to a problem I had. So as a researcher, I was conducting a study in Italy, a long-term project, and we were quite desperate to find wolf scats, and we weren't doing too well. So as you do, as a good researchers do, I ended up sort of searching on the web, what is the best way to find scats? And my God, detection dogs I had never even heard of, I have to admit. And this is a little bit how it started. I then sort of went on to train my own dog with help of professional trainers. And then, Giulia and I kind of had an idea because she was also coming from a different direction. So Giulia, maybe you want to add the other part of the story.
Yeah, so actually Wild Nose, it's a dream since a lot of years. So since when I started studying dog behavior and also dog training in parallel, I always wanted to do something that would do something that would bridge the research and also the practical dog training. And I love hunting dogs. I love work dogs in nature. And just after a while, I found out that also scientists needs the nose of the dogs for some projects and to find not just like animals to hunt, but also biological samples to do research on different species. So together with Sarah, we just said, okay, we can unify our experience and build an association that will really create a network for wildlife detection dogs.
So what makes Wild Nose unique compared to other kind of associations and organizations working with dogs and detection?
So I'm not entirely sure it's unique, but rather our idea was to really promote wildlife detection dogs, but within the European context. So there is already quite a lot of existing organizations that work with wildlife detection dogs, not so much in Italy, but definitely in other countries, in Germany, in the UK, here in Austria. And what we kind of really firmly believe is that a network can really help in this respect, because one association can't do everything. But rather cooperating within a network of organizations can really promote the use of wildlife detection dogs. And we co-organized a symposium actually at the European Conservation Biology Congress this year. And there was a lot of excitement from everybody in the wildlife detection dog world to see how much this is taking off. But there is also a very strong recognition that we need to connect with each other. We need to talk to each other to solve problems together. And so I think this is the spirit of Wild Nose is to really grow together within the European context and share the knowledge in a collaborative manner.
Sounds really exciting. So I'm sure you planned a lot of different activities and projects and also training opportunities with Wild Nose. So what do you offer to members, and do you accept members, and what do you offer to the kind of wider community?
So as wild nodes, we have a lot of different components. So as first, here in Italy on the territory, we are offering training for handlers, professionals, as well as volunteers that wants to discover the world of affection. And by now we have free affiliated dog trainers, mainly in northern Italy. We are searching for more, so if you are a professional that wants to join a network, a community of wildlife detection dogs expert, we are also open for this kind of people, and we offer training as well as workshop. So in the workshop format, we are having 2 days of training where everybody can see each other, like training, and we have usually 3 instructors, 3 dog trainers. So also in our philosophy that the knowledge is always shareable, and we need to be open to different kinds of learning experience, to be always open on the fact that dog and handlers are unique. Each dog and each handler is unique, so there is not a unique standard method, and the dog doesn't have to be always the same, always trained in the same way, but really is like a process and is a journey, and is always nice also for other handlers and other dog professionals to see with an open-minded and a very good atmosphere how other people train. So this is more about the dog training part. We also offer board training. So whether there is maybe a naturalist or like someone who is monitoring as a professional in a park or so on, and wants a dog, a detection dog, and doesn't know where to start, we could also offer board training to prepare the a new puppy, for example, for this kind of work. And then we are setting up all kind of a network and services for those who wants to learn online, not just about dog training, because when we talk about wildlife detection dogs, we need to know that is a very, very interdisciplinary world. So you need to be prepared on the dog training part, but you also need to be prepared about monitoring techniques, the natural science, and so on. So the other founder of the association that is not here is Rudi Brogi, and he's a wildlife manager, expert and researcher. And he will drive the component of wildlife monitoring, knowledge, and offers webinars and also workshop about that. So about how to track animals, how to monitor, and which are the different techniques. That can also help people who then want to go in the wild and do this with their dogs. So, and yes, we are open, I think, from next year, so 2027, we will be open for membership, and all the members will have discounts and will have the possibility to join some free webinars and have also the priority to join our workshops and our training.
We're also carrying out a lot of research on wildlife detection dogs. So we have a few projects going on at the moment, some master's students and also a PhD student who's visiting. Because we're very strongly engaged also on the research side of things, of course, and so this is a component that hopefully will continue with Wild Nose going forward.
That sounds really, really wonderful. A great, mission and vision. So could you tell us a bit more kind of about your vision for Wild Nose for the future, and what you would like people to know if they are thinking about getting involved?
I guess for the future, ideally, we imagine Wild Nose being well established in the European network, carrying out research, hosting students that want to dedicate some of their time to look into wildlife detection dog in a scientific manner, help create a community of trainers that can actually go out there and do the work and bridge the knowledge and bring the knowledge of the existence of wildlife detection dogs to researchers and conservation specialists, because sometimes you kind of talk to them about, there's wildlife detection dogs, what are they? And so this is definitely letting people know about it. And thank you so much for giving us the space to do so on this on this forum, because that's really important to us.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I think it's a wonderful work, and I'm really, I really love also how you bridge research and practice, as we, aim to do. And so, yeah, I also hope for more collaborations in the future between Dogs and Science and Wild Nose. Would be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you, Annika. So as Sarah was saying, we are a very young association, and at the moment we have a very wide vision, and we are welcoming also people, students who are interested, who wants to build their future in this field, and also maybe someone especially who is willing to help us also with the media, the social media and divulgation.
Perfect. Thank you so much to both of you. I will make sure that we share everything about kind of how to reach out to you, your channels and your website, so that people can find you. And yeah, it would be great to hear back from you, maybe, sometime next year, to see how everything is growing. Thank you.